Hello, Internet.
Welcome everybody, Souldin and the Grin Bros here.
Raphaham and the Grin Bros. I mean, who else is it going to be, let's be honest?
Yeah, who else sounds like that?
No one else is going to join us with this.
You sound louder the moment you've, started talking into your hot chocolate.
That's the echo, man. The echo. It's not even really echoing.
Yeah.
My
Welcome
eye, there's
everyone.
hair in my eye.
We are the Grin Bros and it's time for a tea time.
You're one of those things.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty monumental tea time because it's the 50th tea time.
Yeah.
And by monumental as in I thought, hey, we should do something slightly different, so we're actually both on the show. Raf's doing a tea time.
That's
and we've got
47 by you, 3 by me. Some of them
46, you mean? Otherwise this would be
one
of my tea times. This is the 50th.
Yeah, but this still has you in it.
And there's yeah.
And there's 2 that
3
have me.
There's 3 that have you.
Yeah, there's 3 that I did, and then there's 2 that have both of us, I think.
Yeah, let's see. There was the Project Spark one.
Which is listed as a Project Spark episode.
It's also listed in the tea time. I put in both.
You
can playlist them.
You're not allowed to. That's banned.
So
it's restricted.
Playlist in both.
Things are not allowed to diversify.
Anyway, we decided we should do something special.
He decided.
I decided. And so we're attempting to do a tea time in the most disorganised fashion possible.
We have no topic, but...
Well, we have a sort of topic, but we're kind of we can just talk about anything so long as it's video game related.
We thought it'd be fun just to, actually... Also, I've got hot chocolate, not tea.
Oh,
again.
Yes. And
Raspberry Ripple.
And the tea I have with me, I should have actually poured my... There we go.
Please don't release that into the room. Oh, God. The miasma.
We're about to...
I'm joking.
Well, we're about to... I guess it's a slight spoiler for what we're uploading soon, but consider it a tease. We're about to start recording some more Fallout 4.
When is this going up, then?
Probably next week.
Oh, cool.
We'll maybe it depends when you get your tea time finished. Edited and whatnot.
Well, I need to take that again because I actually forgot to take the pictures off of it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I've actually figured out how to record using my computer.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have the ability to record, my Heroes of the Storm matches and... Hello. Oh, you'll have to censor that. Who will censor that?
I guess I'll censor that. Yeah, I guess.
I don't know how to do that on... Alright, so... I guess spoiler warnings as well.
What, for Heroes of the Storm?
No. Well, I'll finish with what I was saying. I've figured out how to record my own stuff and I have Audacity on my computer now, as when my tea time goes up, people will be aware, because I mention about it.
Yep.
But, I figured out how to record, so I'll likely, record Heroes of the Storm, maybe some Hearthstone, stuff like that, and then butcher it with editing. But, because the laptop is struggling a lot with everything.
Yeah, with everything. I've still got I'll have to render
specifically rendering.
Render this and 4 rare replay videos at least. Hopefully I can try to sort it out for when we have to render the other minis, but for the moment it'll be Rafi doing all the editing as a result.
Yeah. So I tried downloading Sony Vegas 12, but you can't seem to buy it online. You can only buy 13.
Yeah, they're forcing you to upgrade. It's like the Windows 10 of Sony.
So I only technically have a 30-day free trial, but there is a way you can get around that, but involves downloading 3 other 100 things, and I just can't be bothered with it. So I've downloaded Lightworks, and I'm figuring it out slowly. Keyword is slowly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and use the 33-day trial to get as much of what I can done. But then...
Well, if you got the 33-day trial, then I could actually send you over the rare replay edits and you can just render them.
Yeah, I can do.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try and get what I can done as quickly as I can, and then I'll be using Lightworks. So you might notice...
differences.
A lot of differences. Because I don't know what I'm doing yet. Also, it has this weird echoey thing that I'm going to try and solve.
It was pretty funny the first time, but apparently it's problematic later on.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
This annoys me.
As I was going to say, because we're going to be recording some further Fallout 4, I decided to have the most fitting tea prepared. Russian Caravan. It's the tea that tastes of freedom.
Should have done that with New Vegas.
And it smells of campfires.
Liam, that is not the smell of a campfire.
Yeah, it's actually a really nice tea.
I'll be honest, it doesn't smell it.
Gosh. Burning.
Yeah, my hot chocolate's starting to go cold. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we've wasted like 5 minutes of their time, so let's waste some more Pokemon.
Yeah. Basically, we were trying to think of something that we could both talk about, and we figured, well, Pokemon Sun and Moon trailer came out recently and some information.
By recently, a while ago.
And no one would have heard that.
That's the point. Yeah, so, like, the main thing they've showed off, of course, is 3 starters and the 2 legendaries.
Yep, you got... Well, I don't really care too much about the 2 legendaries.
No.
You got Saber Leomon, who is... I don't care about having a legendary that's just going to die on me instantly.
Yeah.
Like, you ended up looking that up about how Leomon has this tendency to die every season. I mean, I already knew that happened.
I also looked up the fact that Saber Leomon looks scarily close to the new Pokemon Legendary.
Yeah, the 2 new Pokemon kind of look more like Digimon.
They do.
And as one point, it's like Mega Pyroar and Mega Crobat. But I never really cared about legendaries in general. There's very few that I've been interested in.
And most of the ones that are like interesting events.
Yeah. Like Victini. I always liked Victini.
Genesect, man. That's where it's at.
Genesect is pretty darn cool.
On its back.
Of course it's cool. It's a bug Pokemon.
It's got a cannon on its back.
Ignoring...
It's got a cannon on its back.
Okay,
Yeah, so the 3 starters.
Yeah, 3 stars are Rowlet, Litten, and Popplon.
Yeah.
I think it's Popplon.
Something like
that. Yeah. Which one are you planning to go with? Well, I'm planning to go with Litten because it's a cat. That's pretty much my only reason, really.
Litten I don't have much interest in because I don't care much for fire types. And... they already had a fire cat in the form of Pyroar.
Technically, yeah, but...
So it's like...
I've apparently heard Pyroar was a bit of a disappointment for the, competitive community and such.
I don't care about the
I don't care about them, but, like, people were sort of commenting about how they're like, oh, right, Litten! This should make up for the disappointment that was Pyroar.
It's like, I don't know. I mean, part of the problem is I don't really care much for fire types.
Pyroar was weird. I mean, fire normal. That's just odd.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm going with Litten because, yeah, it's a cat and fire types. But honestly, I quite like the look of both the starters. I've heard,
both?
All 3 of them. I meant, the other 2 stars as well. I mean, I've heard, Popplon get quite a bit of hate.
Oh, I love Popplon's design.
Yeah, I love it. It's goofy. I don't understand why people are complaining about it looking so goofy. I think that's the point. It's a clown.
I like clowns.
Yeah.
The circus ability from Kirby is one of my favourites.
Oh, yeah, circus is a lot of fun.
Once you get the timing down on the moves, it's great. Plus, you look like a clown.
Yeah. Rowlet seems to be the popular one that everyone's liking, but Chespin was in a similar position, and then people really started to dislike Chespin. Well, Chespin's line. But then again,
Chestnut is awesome, though.
Yeah, I like Chespin's line.
I don't like Quilladin.
Oh, I like Quilladin.
He's
adorable.
I like Chestnut, though.
And Chestnut's awesome.
Chestnut's rocking it. I'm much more of a grass starter person, though.
I've only had 1 grass starter, as in terms of main game. Like, the other games I usually... Well, the main games I've only had grass starter once, which was Bulbasaur for a red version.
I only had a fire starter once, and that was Torchic. I went Squirtle, Chikorita,
yeah,
Torchic, Turtwig, Oshawott.
Yeah, you had Oshawott.
And then...
You had Chespin. Yeah, whereas I was Bulbasaur, Totodile, Mudkip, Chimchar, technically Tepig, although I soon kind of abandoned it because it sucked. I got beaten by the 2nd gym with a fighting type.
Whereas I beat it with my Duot using Rock Smash.
And then I had Fennekin. Not a huge fan of Fennekin, but I'm not a huge fan of, part psychics anyway.
You don't like psychics. I love psychics.
Yeah, oddly enough, I don't like using fighting and psychic types most of all. Which is weird because I figured I'd be suited for fighting types quite well. But
Ice, Psychic and Grass are probably my favourite types. Least favourite...
Mine are Bug, Ground and Poison for my favourite types.
Yeah.
Which, I had like little to no options at all in X and Y, given the tradition we have is only choosing new Pokemon. So I'm really hoping that this generation there's a lot of new Pokemon, a lot of focus on them, so they're not being constantly overshadowed by Mega Evolutions.
Yeah, I've never understood people that like get the new games and then just use Pokemon again.
Like our oldest brother, how he'd always try to go for having Gengar, Gyarados, Alakazam, and Snorlax in his squad each time.
Though to be fair, whenever he did try diversifying his squad, I ended up sucking.
Yeah, his Roselia wasn't very good, which he got into his squad as a replacement for his Skiptile, which he didn't think was very good.
He also used Manic Trike once.
Oh, yeah. Ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
He didn't... I think 3rd gen is what meant he no longer diversified.
Yeah.
Because everything in his squad sucked.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had Slacking and Breathing, though. They were good.
Yep. But yeah, Pokemon Sun and Moon. At the moment, we've not decided which versions we're getting.
We're waiting for the exclusives.
Yeah, waiting to see which exclusives. But me and Rafi always get the opposite versions. At the moment, we're just defaulting it to me getting Pokemon Sun and Raf getting Pokemon Moon because of...
I don't like the sun.
Yeah.
I wish for it to burn in hell.
But yeah. So far, there's been a teaser image of one new Pokemon, which I think the best theory someone had is it's a Hawaiian Poi Dog.
Baby dead.
Yeah, which is
shouldn't that be a fossil though?
And it's. I'm kind of curious as to what it's actually going to be like stat-wise and move-wise and that, because they basically said it's terrible as owning as a pet.
It'll be just defensive.
Like it's doesn't listen to orders, fiercely independent and stubborn, but isn't very good at hunting.
Yeah, it'd just be like a slow defensive.
Also tasty.
It'd just be a wall.
Yeah.
That just sits there and get punched in the face repeatedly, which means it'll make a great meat shield.
Gosh down it.
I
disagree with the use of meat shields. I value all the Pokemon that I have in my squad.
I had a Pokemon that is actually called Meat Shield. Weirdly enough, he's actually a very good Pokemon.
It was a Watchog, wasn't it?
Yes. And it had, I believe... it doubled as like a Meat Shield and a HM user.
Do you finally respect Watchog as the meerkat Pokemon that it truly is?
No, I don't, because it's not a meerkat.
It is a meerkat.
No, it's not.
It's a sentry rodent creature. It's a meerkat.
There are others it could be.
They look like this.
Meerkats don't have eyes that look like it's taken 20 pounds of LSD.
I love how our child-friendly show has copious amounts of drug references.
Well, actually, to be fair, I've not even really said anything bad about drugs, have I?
You've never once said anything bad about them.
Don't do drugs, kids.
I think you've said that once.
Yeah, I've said that a few times. As long as they take that to heart, then it doesn't matter what I say about drugs.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
So you planning on Rowlet or Populon then?
Well, the thing is, we're gonna
You're waiting to learn what their evolutions are like then.
Well, no, I'm waiting for eldest brother to decide.
Oh, he already said.
Which one?
He's going with Populon because he doesn't like flying types.
Oh,
he doesn't like flying. He doesn't like flying or fire. So he immediately said, "Well, I don't have much of a choice here, do I?"
Well, no, but he was still tossing it up when I last spoke to him.
Oh, when I first spoke to him, he said he was just going to go with Populon. But we'll
says
see.
He likes the design of Rowlet a lot.
Yeah, we'll see.
But he doesn't get on with flying types.
Yeah. Which is weird because he got on quite well with his Talonflame.
I would be alright with Rowlet because it means I'd actually have something that can learn fly. Because I have a bad habit of not being able to fly.
What if those theories about it turning into a grass ground turn out true?
Well, the thing is, I just wouldn't evolve it until I get HM Fly. Teach it fly, and then I can have a grass ground type that flies.
Yeah.
Because if Golurk can fly, then who cares?
Yeah.
I might as well fly on Giga Gear.
Technically, it does. It can learn. It can have levitate as an ability, can't it?
It's got Magnet Rise.
Ah.
Which technically you could use to fly.
Yeah.
Does like hover everywhere. That means I could use Giga Gear as a hoverboard. How cool would that be?
I'm hoping to actually get an ice type this time round. Because I haven't actually had an ice type in my squad, in my main squad, in any previous gen.
I love rocking it with the ice type.
So I want to actually try getting an ice type. I was really interested in, I think it's Bergmite in X and Y. Was definitely gonna but I didn't end up getting that in the end.
No.
I
didn't have an ice type in X and Y, but I had fairy and dragon.
Yep, I had a fairy, Carbink.
I had Sylveon.
Love
It's pink. Pretty. It's my favourite Eevee.
Didn't you name it Comstock?
Yes, Father Comstock. The greatest fairy in all history.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be fair, my Dragalg was named Skooma, so...
that is very nice. Do you
no,
want to try some?
I daren't
I'll
touch
put some in your cup and you can try some.
There's still a bit of raspberry in it. Like,
that would just make it taste interesting.
Yeah, I'd rather not die. You know, my Dragalg was named Skooma, so my squad weren't exactly kid friendly.
Another drug reference from you.
Well, I mean, it's video game, alcohol, drugs, so it doesn't matter. You'll be glad to hear I didn't have anyone called Moonsugar, though.
Yeah.
You know how I always have like a theme for my squad's names?
Yeah.
Should my next one be drugs? Name them all after like hardcore drugs.
I have to decide if I'm going to go with a theme name. Like, originally with X and Y, I was hoping there'd be a Z version because I was going to plan my second squad so it's all named after friends I have from fanfiction and filmfiction.net.
Yeah.
I think Uggug would have appreciated being an Inkay.
Yeah. It would have fit him.
Yeah. It would have fit him quite well.
From what I've heard.
Yeah.
From the stories I've been told.
Dogs,
shut up.
Quiet, dogs! But yes, looking forward to the new Pokemon games. Because we always look forward to the new Pokemon games.
Yeah, I love Pokemon. Just want it to be a little bit harder.
Oh yes, that is something I would...
the dogs are quiet now.
Yeah. That is something
up for nothing.
Along with, new Pokemon, particularly having some choices when it comes to bug, ground, and poison types. The other thing I would want for the game is for there to be a harder difficulty.
I'll be back in a sec.
Also, I apologise for Rafi smacking the snowball with his his glasses. He seems to be a little bit fed up with the dogs at the moment. Then again, this is a very audio-focused thing, Tea Times. It's funny, I started doing these Tea Times as just like to effectively create a break because of how long it was taking us to sort out the video editing and such, and get things sorted out. So I made Tea Time as a means to fill up the gaps, and I continue to plan on using it as more of a means to fill up the gaps. Like Tea Times, unlike our other sort of series, aren't exactly the most regular of our things we do. The Grin Brothers Main Brothers series, they're pretty regular uploads, and the minis, you'll see at least usually one of them every week or one of them at least every sort of 10 days or so. The Tea Times sometimes would take the place of those minis, but are more of a case of when something relevant pops up. For instance, when a Nintendo Direct happens, I want to make a Tea Time sort of saying about the things shown. Likewise with E3. The next Tea Times probably will be when E3 happens, and I'm going to try and cover that.
And return.
And Rafi has returned. Don't worry, I didn't do any further conversation on Pokemon at all.
And now I go to bed.
Yes. Your bed is just a blanket. That's actually more than usual, frankly.
I mean, it's because the floor's too wet to sleep on.
Yeah, I cleaned out started cleaning the room, but our nephew's here and he's asleep, so...
Oh, he's awake now.
We can't hoover. Oh, I guess we can hoover in the middle of this tea time then. That would be, perfect, wouldn't it?
Maybe I should go get more covers.
But yeah, Pokemon. Main thing we want is, higher difficulty options. Much like Black and White 2 offered you at the end, but... Probably, from the start and probably in more detail.
Something else I quite like is a way to get some of the late game Pokemon a little bit earlier, out of the new ones.
Oh, what I'd love to see...
A trade or something.
Yeah, what I'd love to see is for there to not necessarily be, late Pokemon of the newer gen.
Yes.
Effectively, focus, the sort of Victory Road, for instance, have it filled with other generation Pokemon, or... of the stuff that you can't catch until you be in the sort of 8th gym, have it so the Pokemon focus there are more,
evolved
this is the evolution that you didn't usually find in the wild. You can catch it now.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good way of making those areas unique without making it so you can't catch the sort of Pokemon. For instance, I'd have always loved to have used a Durant, but
You only got them at the end.
you only get them at the end.
Yeah, it's a pain. Plus, evolved Pokemon give you more EXP.
Yeah.
Which, that's like, they need like an area dedicated grinding.
Yeah, particularly for when you come to Victory Road.
Like, even if it's like Pokemon that scale up with you, so they'll be like 5 levels lower than your highest Pokemon.
Yeah.
I think that would be incredibly helpful.
Yeah.
I don't expect it, but
Maybe they'll have Verseeker return.
I would be really happy with that.
I much prefer having the phone thing because I feel it gives a more personal connection.
I really like the phone, but Verseeker got me more money easier and quicker. Because I could just beat up the same like 5 people. I mean, I don't care. Why have friends when you can be friends? I would sell literally all my friends for £1 million.
That's because you don't like social contact.
I know. And you can just buy new friends. Buy them back from whoever you sold them to. Or just buy a gun, shoot the person you sold them to. Steal your friends back. There you go. Best of both worlds. £1 million, a gun, and your friends, probably in cages, but that's irrelevant.
Yeah, from the seams of it, the region looks particularly small here, so a lot of people are predicting that we're only seeing like the first island, because Hawaii isn't made up of just one island.
Can you imagine?
Islands.
Can you imagine if that was the whole region? Like one town, a city, and that's it.
Yeah.
A cave and a volcano.
The gyms are just the houses next to each other. Oh no! Like
Hey,
it turns out, like it's just like a stopgap game. So the league is basically just the Orange Islands. It's just a bunch of mini games until you have like a final battle.
I would actually like that. If they made like an orange...
Your highest level Pokemon is like 25. Because of how short it is.
They even get fully evolved.
There's only like 20 Pokemon in total on the region.
I mean, to be fair, they did
but
say...
like 100 water types.
That there was only going to be like more than 10, so...
Yeah.
But if it is Orange League, then it must have the pink fruit. Because that... Without pink
You just
fruit,
want your entire squad pink.
yes. Is that a problem, Liam? We've probably rambled on.
Yeah, we rambled on about pretty much nothing really.
Yeah, I mean
Pokemon. Like,
no different.
Was there a point? Was there a point to?
No, we just wanted to talk about Pokemon.
Yeah.
Might as well try and get some money out of it.
But we plan to continue doing more tea times in the future. Of course,
No,
tea times are
we
not.
don't. That's it. Cancel.
The
end.
Tea times are not a regular thing. I mean, they was initially made to just fill in time.
Yeah.
So
him.
we're not going to start regularly doing it. Really, it's just going to be whenever something we want to talk about comes up, we'll make a tea time out of it.
Good.
If not, we'll probably end up mentioning it. As during Grin Brothers plays and all that.
Yeah. Let's plays, playthroughs, commentary. Yeah. Well, it's not really commentary because we suck. It's not really a let's play because we suck.
It's a let's play technically. I mean, it's not like it's a playthrough and it's a let's play, but it's not a walkthrough. Like it would have to be good for it to be a walkthrough.
Wait, did we?
We've yet to actually die yet in Fallout 4 though. So honestly, we've actually been doing pretty darn well.
I thought we did die.
No, we didn't.
We died off screen.
Oh yeah,
exploded.
Once you exploded, but they don't need to know about that, except if they watched this.
Yeah, but that's our advantage, Liam. No one watches our content.
Yeah, well, for some reason all our finales keep getting multiple views. Like our cameo finale had like 11 views, the rest of our series only like 3 to 5.
Maybe someone just wanted to know how it ended.
Like, no, everyone just keeps coming up to our finales and watching them.
So there's just like several people that just type in the word finale.
Yeah, it's like everyone just wants to see the ending.
It's not even finale because I just call them final.
I call them part final.
Yeah, whatever. Floats you go
Woo!
Ceratops. I want a goat Triceratops now.
Was a Pokemon or just a goat Triceratops?
Just a goat Triceratops.
Okay,
maybe
so
we'll buy a goat.
That is our tea time, our 50th tea time.
I should be able to breed a goat to be a Triceratops.
And with that lovely bit of wisdom, information. I don't know what
I
to call
mean,
it.
if they make
What's
spider goats, then I can make a Triceratops goat.
I'm going to save your people's minds. Yes, that. I'm going to save your minds now by saying goodbye for now. Cheerio, everyone.
Farewell. Oh yeah, we don't need to wait.